You're okay.
One, two, three, four, five.
2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, K.Steele. On my left, K.Scott. K.Steele to serve. Love all. Play. Service
So here we
over.
are now,
1 love.
back at the Baldoyle Badminton Centre. It's the graded Irish Open over the course of this weekend, and this is the Grade C women's final between Kathleen Steele in the pink, K.Scott wearing the green at the far end.
Service
Thomas
over.
Bowen with me here
1 all.
again, and Thomas, these two very promising young players, both members of the Irish under-17 squad.
Yeah, these are the players, obviously, we were on about earlier.
Service over.
With some of these
2,
players
1.
move on to greater things, and these are the people that obviously at under 17 have hopefully a great future ahead of them.
Service over.
We have the
2
number 1
all.
and number 2 seed here, so it's great to see some of our youngest members coming right through to the final and looking good for the
Kathleen
future.
on service there, the number 1 seed, and Kerry down the far end, the number 2 seed. Fine finish there from
Service over.
Kerry.
3,
It's
2.
worth bearing that point out that you're making, that you know we're watching two very young players here, under 17 internationals, but they have the potential. You know, it
Service
just
over.
remains to be seen whether
3
they
all.
make that step up from this grade, which is a very high standard at C grade, to international, full international level.
Absolutely, and it's difficult
4,
because
3.
you can just see now on the international scene, some of the players are incredibly young on the big circuit now. They are
Service
15,
over.
16,
4 all.
17, especially in the ladies.
Yeah.
They are developing so young into top players. So even though they're under 17, they have to push on hard to make it on to
5,
the next
4.
level. It is the standard is just so high.
Club mates, of course, as well. The Alpha Club in Ulster. Good finish from Steele there.
Service over. 5
playing,
all.
presumably on a regular basis against each other.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats here actually. I was trying to see here, and
6,
I was
5.
looking up the head-to-heads for Kathleen, and I actually can't see Kerry's name here, interestingly enough. So I'm sure, as you say, they play each other all the time in the club.
Maybe not competitively.
7, 5.
This will be interesting. So actually, Kathleen has played against Kerry
over. 6,
in
7.
doubles.
Did she win?
She has no. So Kerry has a 4-0 on the double. So it'll be interesting. So they obviously know each other well.
Yeah.
They'll know each other's game, and they're probably sparring partners, training together, training with the Irish under 17 team. They know each other well. So we'll probably see here. They're going to obviously try and
Service over. 8,
pin
7.
each other into their backhand corner. The key in singles is really just trying to move the player as much as possible. Keep them off balance.
Service over. 8 all.
Try and work their way into the rally. Singles, it's interesting. It's kind of changing, I think, in the sense the last couple of years becoming a much more patient game, tactical. Before it was probably very much attack, smash. But the players are just getting so good.
Yeah.
They can just, the top players can just defend the smash all night.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the
9,
longer rallies
8.
there. Actually, it was a decent rally and a good finish from Kerry in the end.
And we'd probably traditionally see here, we'd see a high serve, get the player to the back of the court. And they're going to say go from corner to corner.
And just finish.
Yeah, Just picked up the
10,
clear,
8.
just not quite full length, and she said took the opportunity and went for the smash.
Just had a couple of them now in this first game.
11-8 interval.
That's just out, so actually quite quick there. 11-8 already to Kerry.
It's the number 2 seed who leads 3 points to the good. The little interval here.
Interesting enough, probably haven't seen too often today. Coach coming on just to give a little bit of advice to Kerry.
Actually, that's interesting because when I was here for the Irish Open, that was a real feature with coaches regularly, you know, at that kind of stage coming on and having a little word in the ear. Much less of that
11-8.
at the graded event.
Play.
It's huge in the sport, and some of it is a bit controversial in the sense of almost too much. People think that their players are overcoached. You watch an international scene, they're being coached in between points.
8.
You know,
Yeah.
a player walk. You'll see a player walk around the back of the court to have a quick
Word with
word with the coach.
That is allowed, is it?
It is allowed, yes, yeah. So you'll see that the coach has to be on the same side as the player. They obviously can't be shouting across the court or anything like that. So, but in between the rally, yeah, can have a quick hello. But
13-8.
in the sense of it's not, people are not too sure if this is necessarily a good thing, because it's good for players to work out the issues themselves.
Yeah.
To be over dependent on a coach,
14-8.
it kind of then almost, the players are not able to think for themselves, and I think they're trying to encourage young players to try not be coached in matches, because they need that experience of trying to dig themselves out of a problem when a match is not going their way.
K.Steele could possibly do with a word with the coach, though. She's had too many unforced errors in this first game, and it is Kerry who leads. Well,
That was over.
Commentators.
9-14.
But yes, she needs, the
14-9.
Yeah, 9-14. Yeah. So she just needs to close that gap after that.
This is the kind of thing I was
over,
talking about. You
15-9.
can't afford to do that in a final. I just wonder, is the occasion maybe getting to her a little bit?
And obviously, I'm sure it's maybe one of their first times they're being streamed live, and they're on centre court. And I'm sure they're conscious of that, so I'm sure there's a few nerves out there.
And there is a bit of razzmatazz about this event, even down to little things like the advertising hoardings around the court and so on, that maybe players at this level wouldn't be that used to. So it can maybe take the focus away a little bit. And
Service over.
There's too many unforced errors from
16.
Player could be much happier just to be in a nice club hall and quiet surroundings and just focus on the game. Yeah.
Kerry is playing this
17-10.
game very well, actually. In a reasonably comfortable position now.
She's
17-10 ahead.
And in the game now, if you make any bit of a lead at all, it's very hard to pull it back.
There have been a few 3-set games earlier on in the day, so it's but another mistake from Steele. You can see the
18-10.
frustration there, shrug of the shoulders. She's not happy with herself.
Kerry's playing it
18-10
brilliant.
for Kerry.
Kerry, what she's doing is she's pinning Kathleen to the back of the court. Kathleen seems to be reluctant to return all the way back, so she's playing lots of drops. That's just out, yeah.
19-10.
Kerry's kind of realised this, so she's just pinning her to the back of the court, and for some reason Kathleen is not doing the same. So Kerry very much in control of these rallies.
20 game point 10.
Again, Kathleen throws her eyes up to heaven, and she's frustrated with herself. You know, she's annoyed. She needs to kind of gather herself a little bit here. I suppose, again, young players sometimes it's hard, but she needs to. She is the top seed. That was a bit more like a beautiful finish there.
Service over.
They
11-20.
have great skill and great athleticism. It's just the experience of dealing when things are not going your way, as you say, and how do you mentally play the game.
Yeah.
Game.
Again, another error there.
So 21-10. It's a comfortable game there for Kerry. I'm sure Kerry was quite happy with that game.
This comes back to that point you were making, though, about the coach having a word in the ear. This is where somebody probably should have a word in Captain.
First game won by K.Scott, 21-11.
You're a good player. You don't have to be making these mistakes. Just gather yourself a little bit.
Yeah, the game is over. That game is gone.
Looking at her body language there,
Yeah.
she's standing there,
Yeah.
just frustrated with herself with the way the game is going.
Yeah. Definitely not she wouldn't be necessarily very good at poker at the moment, I think.
She's displaying her emotions, that is for sure. But it's second set or second.
Yeah, she's got to move on very quickly and just say, look, it's love all. She's not behind in this game.
Ready?
She has every chance to
Second
still
game.
win this match. Yeah.
Love all.
But as you say, maybe a tactical ear in the sense of a change of direction how she plays this.
One love.
It's just she's just trying too hard to get to the tram lines and
going for the killer shot every time.
Yeah.
Keep it simple for a while. Harry playing a very canny game though, as you say.
Service over.
Made a mistake there, but
did everything right. Yeah, just
1-0, second set. Kerry 1 set to love up. Kathleen on serve.
2-1.
The unforced error count high actually in this game, maybe on both sides, and that was another mistake there. This time from Kerry.
And that's the key, because often that's the decider. You know, a game finishes 21-17 or 21-16. It's who's made them least number of unforced errors. That's the key. You go up the higher levels. See at the international level, very few unforced errors.
Service over. 2-all.
Very good drop there by Kerry. Just
beautiful
disguising,
finish, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely one of the shots of the match so far.
Kathleen expecting the clear to one of the corners from Kerry, and then just Kerry says, look, I'm going to vary the play. Keep you guessing.
3-2.
And singles is very much about disguising your shot.
Yeah.
Because it's only you on the court, you have to cover the whole of the court. Compared to doubles, there's a lot more space out there. So if you have deception in your bag of tricks,
Service over. 3-all.
you can start making that court even bigger. So it's 3-all here. So
4-3.
few unforced errors. No, it's long. Yeah, just a few unforced errors here by Kerry, which
It's allowing Kathleen back into the game, isn't it?
yes, just to mentally gather herself and give her a bit of confidence, even if it is not true to any necessarily great play by Kathleen.
Exactly.
But you'll take anything that comes your way.
Another.
Yeah.
not
6-3.
too many, isn't it?
Complete reversal here. in the
Yeah.
sense.
Essentially, Kerry was just having a little word with herself as she walked back to receive this.
Ball.
Bald.
Moved.
Right. Thomas.
Moved before the shuttle was hit.
Yeah, Thomas called Kerry there
Serve.
for
Serve.
moving before the shot was hit. So
7-3.
when you're receiving serve, your feet must be stationary on the ground. So you can't say like jump, start a serve.
Service over.
Brilliantly, she
4-7.
comes back and moves on straight
Great
away.
response, wasn't
yeah.
it? That was a beautiful effort. Still very tight though in this second set.
That
5-7.
went out. So it's just 2 points in it here now. See, Kerry's just trying to move Kathleen around the court again.
Oh,
Moving
shot.
side to side and pushed her right into her backhand
6-7.
corner. Which
8-5.
8-5. Oh, 6-7, sorry, 6-7, yeah. A lovely shot there by Kathleen. Picked up.
Service
Maybe
over.
the serve wasn't long enough.
8-6.
Maybe thought Kerry had moved a little bit too much to the left to protect her backhand, because even at this level, it's just out again. But it's people's weak spot. You know, the club player. The club player down in the divisions say, I played. First thing we'll do is we'll test out each other's backhand and we'll see have you got a dodgy backhand. Sometimes what players tend to do if they have a bad backhand, they'll come around and try and hit it with their forehand, but then you're exposing the court.
A lot of space.
A lot of space in the court.
Yeah. We saw an example of a poor enough backhand from Kathleen just there. Give the point to Kerry. That was a bit more like it though, was that in?
Yeah, I think that was
Service over. 9-8.
So there's only a point in it. Kerry 9-8 ahead.
Bit of the shuttle there broke off. I think there'll be a change here. I think that's long.
10,
Yeah,
8.
even after losing a feather. Be surprised here if they play with the shuttle. We could see. I could see it from here. Big jump broke up. No, it's still going.
Oh, yeah, I can see it now as well. Now that you mention it, yeah.
And it'll slow the shuttle down. So that might have been. Maybe Kerry doesn't mind
Service
because some of
over.
her shots were going long.
9,
So
10.
no, she's going to change it now. Yeah. So it's 9-10. Both
Kerry
play,
still
yeah.
got 1 point lead, so this is a much tighter game.
But the psychological is nice. Yeah, look, this is great for Kathleen here.
over.
She's gone into the interval.
11-9
up.
interval.
Talking with Dan McGee there, and Ireland's national coach, he'd just be always saying, even if it is only a 1 point or a 2 point lead, it's a great psychological advantage to go in to start that second half.
So 11-9 to Kathleen, yeah. She's just worked her way back into the match, but really Kerry has helped her by,
Yes.
too many shots out and too many shots into the net.
And the body language is definitely better on the far side now. The head, the chin is a bit higher.
Yeah, yeah.
The focus is a lot more. These next few points now should be just not the shot actually she wants
Service
to
over.
do, but
10,
she looks
11.
at the racket obviously, as we all do. Nothing wrong with me, must be the racket.
Back to a 1 point game then, 11-10. Kathleen's favour.
11 all.
Yeah, that's gone wide as well. So all square. A short return. Ooh,
12,
she caught
11.
Kerry caught Kathleen out there. She varying her serve.
Oh, that's a decent shot. Very,
Service
very
over.
good finish.
12 all.
She needed that because three shots in a row for Kerry. She needed to stop that momentum.
It's funny, one good shot like that can change somebody's outlook. Their confidence can suddenly get a great boost. And another good finish there, although Kerry will be disappointed she didn't reach that.
13, 12.
It's amazing. You'll go back looking at matches, and and on international you can see the scoring pattern, and it is amazing the run of points players get.
Yeah.
14, 12.
You can see matches where top players can lose 6 points in a row, win 6 points in a row. Momentum. I don't know. I haven't really researched it in other sports, but in badminton, I see it a lot. Players can lose or win a lot of points in a row. And a great net exchange there, and neither player was prepared to create the lift or
12.
buckle, and Kathleen won this one. So
Little smile as she won that point. Edges her in front. Another wide from Kerry
16,
again.
12.
If she looks back on this now, she'll be disappointed with this second game. Kerry, she's off target more often than on.
Service over.
so just
13, 16.
another unforced error there from Kathleen. Just letting Kerry back in, because she's a great opportunity here to bring this match to one game all.
Deciding set, that would be great.
14, 16.
That was landed out.
16-14, so a 2 point lead for Kathleen. What was a 4 point lead though, so Kerry coming back into it.
Service over.
Yeah, so that was in.
17, 14.
Nice smash there. for Kathleen.
17-14 for Kathleen then.
Yeah, she's angry with herself.
18, 14.
Hanging the racket off her leg.
18-14, and it looks like this match could be going to a deciding set.
Service over.
Deciding third set.
15, 18.
But it's hard to tell because both players are making unforced errors as well. So there's another one.
Service
So
over. 19-15.
It's kind of a bit at the moment who makes the least on
Yeah.
first errors at the moment. Kerry doing the list this time at the net. She didn't really want to get into the net exchange with Kathleen, but
Yeah.
Service over.
it's worked out for her.
Worked out all right. Yeah.
16-19.
19-16. Kathleen needs 2 more points to bring this to a final.
Oh, off the net. And that definitely helped her. Just bounced off the top of the net. Nothing worse for a
17,
player because
19.
your timing is just completely
Yeah.
thrown.
18-19.
Kathleen puts one into the net. So again, it's very tight now. 19-18 in favour of Kathleen.
It's who can hold their nerve here now. Is it in? Yeah, I think by Kerry's body language, she must be thinking it's
Service
in.
over. 20.
Yeah.
Game point 18.
So, game point now to Kathleen. Oh, good finish.
Shot.
Service over. 19-20. Game.
Yeah, game. Good shot. Great finish there by Kathleen.
Peach of a shot, actually.
Yeah,
Wonderful effort.
she actually has a nice smash in her. For diminutive size, it goes
Yeah.
to show its technique and not necessarily about physicality and things like that. And she,
So that game there was
Second
really
game
a
won by
combination
K.Steele.
of Kerry making
21-19.
too many mistakes and a couple of wonderful efforts from Kathleen as well.
yeah, she seemed to, from Kathleen's point of view, her smash was working for her better this time. Kerry didn't seem to be pushing her to the back of the court as well. She's got into the game now, Kathleen, and you could almost say she's favoured. Now, there is
Yes.
unforced errors, but it could go either way because the
She has
unforced
the
errors.
psychological advantage, I suppose, of having won the previous game, and
Ready?
she is the number 1 seed.
And interesting enough,
Okay.
both players wasting no time
Final
here.
game.
They actually
Yeah.
probably had about another
Ball. Play.
30 seconds allowed or so.
Yeah,
But both players anxious to get on with it. Both players
Service over. 1 love.
obviously probably supremely fit, and partly because there are a few unforced rallies. Some of the rallies are shorter, so they should be well able for this pace.
Yeah.
Service over. 1 all.
just to reiterate, Kathleen Steele down this end, camera end in pink, K.Scott in green at the far end. Both play out of the
2-1.
Alpha Badminton Club in Ulster. This the deciding game.
Three, 1.
Just another unforced error. It's a bit of a shame.
It's something that has been a really common theme in this match. The number of unforced errors from players who are in the
Service
the
over.
Irish under-17 academy and so
2-3.
on. They'll be disappointed with themselves in some respects.
Yeah, I would think they'll be getting a bit of coaching on if you're doing a post-match analysis on
Yeah.
this, definitely.
Service over.
They
4-2.
need to keep the shuttle in play. In effect, it's keep it within the lines.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know where they
Service
train.
over.
Do they train in this hall or
3-4.
not? Are they maybe different halls have different pace?
Yeah.
So they're just misjudging. Court, you'll often find international players. It's always the earlier rounds is about getting used to the conditions and the sense of how fast the
Service
shuttle
over.
travels.
5-3.
And it only takes a couple of centimeters to make all the difference in how shuttle travels, because the players are at this level, they're trying to put it right to the baseline, because if they're not, they will be punished for it.
I mean, we are seeing an example of some
Service
wonderful
over.
shot making as well. So
4-5.
it's plenty on the plus side
Yeah.
as well. But it's just something that maybe they'll need to work on a bit. When Steele
Ooh.
hits those
Oh.
shots, she
5-all.
puts her whole body into
Yeah.
it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
It's a very physical act, those smashes overhead.
She just actually put that one out. She just put it wide. It's the one. Good defense by Kerry. Kathleen was smashing, and of course the tendency then is I'd hit the next one even harder and harder, instead of probably just doing the same
Yeah.
shot again and just grind
6,
the person
5.
down. And we all do it. We all try to. Right, I'll leather it this time. Yeah.
Service over. 6-all.
So 6-all here at the moment. So it's neck and neck, mixture of some great shots. It's beyond 4 stairs. It's just going well judged by Kerry there.
That
She
was
just
over.
sensed it was going
Just,
wide.
yeah,
7,
I
6.
saw recently Scott Evans put a link to the worldwide badminton website saying that Hawkeye might be brought in for the matches at the top level, which would be
Service
he
over.
was, I think
7
Scott
all.
was quite pleased about that.
Yeah. I was at the All England a couple of weeks ago, and they had it in operation.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was exciting to see. Basically, it's similar to tennis and other sports. The player challenges, and they go back through
8-7.
and they do a playback. So it's in a sense they do it like rugby.
Yeah.
So they do it from a video playback system rather than
It's not
like
like
a
the
tennis,
Wimbledon one where
yes,
it's just
yeah,
in or out.
or as you say, I think similar systems used now in the
9-7.
English Premiership and things
Yeah,
like that.
for the-
But I think the video is an effective system. Probably maybe less expensive, I would imagine. Hawkeye is
right.
incredibly expensive. But yeah, so it's like
Service
rugby.
over.
It goes up to the
8-9.
video replay room.
Right.
Effectively, it goes to the referee area, and the referee puts up a card, in or out, basically.
Okay.
So it adds to the razzmatazz.
It does, yeah, but also it
Service over.
means that there's
10,
less
8.
likelihood of incorrect decisions
Yeah,
involved.
I think being a lines person is one of the toughest jobs because the speed of the shuttle.
Yeah.
People don't realise top-
11-8.
at the top of the
Interval.
sport there that
Change
they're
end.
hitting this at 200 kilometres an hour, 300 kilometres an hour. So you just call it there, 11-8.
It's Kerry.
To Kathleen, so
Kathleen.
it's just Kerry there. Pass the shuttle over to the other side. Interesting enough, she's got to change a coach.
Yeah.
So I think this maybe might be her dad. A few encouragement. You often find in badminton, maybe no different to
1-3,
lots of
20
sports.
seconds. Sorry.
There's
1-5,
his family
20
history in the game, so
Yeah. And this is a big few minutes for both of these girls,
11-8,
because to win
play.
an Irish title like this would mean a lot to them.
and to be the first,
over.
because this is
Yeah.
the
9,
inaugural.
11.
You know, to have be the inaugural winner.
Yeah.
I think it's something special. So you said these next few points crucial. We're just after the interval. Ooh, and a big chance. She knows it.
10-11.
Now we're 10-11. So Kerry's right back in this game. Just what Kerry would have wanted, but then just pushes it wide.
Service over.
This comes back to what you were saying as
12,
well.
10.
You know, if they concentrated more on just making sure that the shuttle is in, and maybe not going for the killer shot every time.
Yeah, they're leaving their percentages too
Service over.
Yeah.
11,
tight.
12.
They're obviously trying to maximize the movement of the other player. They're trying to get it right into the corner,
Yeah.
and maybe they just need to bring it in just a little bit. But their instinct is to go for that
5-all.
line. So it's probably very hard to your instinct. You're training all day, every day,
Yeah.
to put it to that line,
Right in the corner,
corner.
yeah.
So it's probably very difficult to change.
Yeah.
But yes, if they could. Lucky. And you
Service
do see
over,
at the top
14,
level, you can
12.
see some players now are becoming much more patient because their defense is so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't feel they have to push it. You can see players having a breather in a rally and just keep pumping the shuttle back, even down the middle of the
Service
court,
over.
because they're quite
Much
comfortable.
longer
all.
rallies.
Yeah, they're quite comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Their defense is so good their footwork is so good, because this is the big thing about the game. You have great footwork, you can make that court very small. Oh, and I think she's just put it long, had a great
Good
chance.
opportunity
Yeah,
for
she'd work.
Kathleen there.
Yeah.
14-13.
So that's Kerry taking the lead here now, 14-13, probably the first time in a while in this final game. So this next point now, Kerry won the point, would really swing the momentum towards her. Oh, great finish.
Lovely play. Lovely play. A delicate finish
That was
from
over.
Kathleen there to bring it
14
back
all.
14 all.
And I think Kerry would like, Kathleen would like to do that. Bring Kerry into the net. Rate the lift, then maybe. And
What a shot from
yeah.
Kerry. Second time we've seen her play that shot.
15,
Absolute
14.
gem.
See again, Kathleen's fearful that she might pump it down into the backhand corner, so maybe just a little slightly step too far back, and Kerry's aware of that, and then just does a little drop to the front of the net. Oh, and well worked.
Right, yeah.
Pushed it into the backhand corner
16,
again,
14.
and then pretty good return by Kathleen, but Kerry read it and just pushed it to the far side.
Kerry has edged in front now.
Ooh, is that in?
That was
Very
over.
close.
Yeah, it's in. It's a great shot.
15-16.
So just 1 point in it.
16-15 in favour of Kerry. Kathleen on serve in the pink, far end. Oh, and that looks like a great shot again.
Great shot.
16
Great
all.
shot.
16 all.
Every opportunity she wants to smash. She actually wants the rallies to end quick enough. Maybe
Yeah.
she feels, obviously, she might be an unforced error.
Every point crucial at this stage now. 16 all. Final game.
It's a good rally here now. They're both players working it well. Oh, and just tipped off the net, I think, actually.
That was over. 17-16.
17-16 for Kerry.
Just that touch off the net. If it
Yeah.
hadn't touched off the net, actually, Kathleen probably would have reached it. Just killed it just a little bit, just to drop in front of her. Oh, went for a very ambitious shot.
I was
yeah.
just going to say that was a very ambitious
18,
shot at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
And it gives a 2-point lead now to Kerry, 18 points to 16. Kerry on serve.
Would have been nice on TV, but not probably the right time to do it.
That didn't go according to
over.
plan.
No,
Anyway.
no, no. With the racket has
18-17.
survived.
17-18.
Short serve, variation. Shot, just pinning her in. Oh, is that going wide, I think?
Kerry hit the
Ooh.
deck there, and I just wondered did that
yeah.
distract Kathleen a little bit. She went to play that.
Very much so.
19-17.
She probably thought, yeah, I'll play the drop shot because there's going to be space
Yeah.
in the front. And even though it might have been going wide, she said, well, look, I'm not going to take the chance.
Yeah, yeah.
And
The
because
shuttle went into the net, and it means that Kerry now leads 19-17. 2 points away from the Grade C women's singles title here at the Baldoyle Badminton Centre. K.Scott, the Alpha Club in Ulster. Kathleen Steele in the pink at the far end. Kerry 19-17 ahead.
yeah, it's just a good shot by Kerry, just when she was in a little bit of trouble. And
Point 17.
she's 3 game points here now. 3 match points. 3 match points.
Yep.
Oh,
Game.
That's it. 21-17.
and a good win for Kerry there. Good experience for both these players.
They learn from it, I suppose. They
Yeah,
might look back at
absolutely.
this and
Match won by K.Scott. 21-11, 19-21, 21-17.
See if she's doing an interview. I think she will, is she? Yeah, that's it. And I'll
Have a
let you
quick
head
word
over.
with her. Well done. You knackered? Yep. It was a good match. This will be very short. Just
Hopefully.
2 questions, I'd say.
What are they?
Surprise. Okay, well, I'm with K.Scott now. And Kerry, that was a hard-fought win. Great game.
Yeah, thank you. It was definitely difficult. Caitlin gave me a good game. Took a lot out of me. I'm quite tired now, indeed. Yeah. So I'm glad to win though.
That seems to be a common theme, that players who've played a lot of games today, you know, whether they've been playing doubles and singles or whatever, it's a lot in one day.
Yeah, it is because there's a lot of matches going on, but it's sort of good to have it in one day because you like stay in form and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad to have it sort of in one day.
And the final there against Kathleen, of course, went to the third game. When she won the second, were you starting to think, oh no, this is slipping away?
No, I just wanted to go out and like keep playing from the start and get ahead straight away. Didn't really happen though, but I sort of got it in the end, yeah, so it's all good.
And finally, this is obviously the first year of this event, the graded Irish Open. What do you think of it as a concept and an idea?
Yeah, I think it is good because it's always good to have more senior events, indeed, because like normally I just play like under like age ones, so yeah, it's good because you have to play more experienced players and stuff, so yeah, it's good indeed. Yeah.
Well, listen, you're the first ever Grade C champion, so congratulations.
Thank you. Indeed.
Well done. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks a lot.